So we're just going to work through PAILs and rails for tibial rotation, so essentially rotation through the knee. Alright, so with this one, we need just a kettlebell. We can be sitting on the ground or you can be sitting in a chair. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to have our foot placed like this. We're going to internally rotate the tibia, so the toes come towards the midline of the body. Alright, we're going to grab our kettlebell, place it up against that region there. Alright, so the heel stays on the ground the whole time that we're doing this. For a start, we're trying to rotate the tibia into the kettlebell here. Right, so to achieve that, you'll be activating the lateral side hamstring. Right, if you sort of touch your fingers on it, you should feel it activate when it's actually starting to work. Right, so for a start, one hand on the kettlebell, just hold it there, and we start rotating into that. Right, so we feel that lateral side hamstring starting to kick on as we start to work into 20%, to 40, to 60, to 80, and your safest, greatest effort and hold. Make sure the heel stays in the same spot, make sure the knee doesn't move side to side. We hold this for around about 30 seconds. So once you come close to the end of that 30 seconds, we give yourself a little countdown, 3, 2, 1, then we activate the opposite way. So you're activating the muscles in the middle, the medial hamstrings, so your semitendinosus, semimembranosus, keeping that heel planted on the ground, so that shin and that tibia starts to rotate away from the kettlebell. Get as far away as you possibly can and hold for around about 10 to 15 seconds. Alright, from there, bring that kettlebell in, and that's your new starting position. Alright, so knee stays in the same spot, heel stays in the same spot, and your butt stays in the same spot. From there, we start activating into the kettlebell again at 20, 40, 60, 80, and safest, greatest effort and hold. So you're really trying to rotate through, make sure you're feeling that lateral side hamstring working. Alright, when you get to the end of that 30-second hold, we do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, activate the opposite way, pull those toes away from the kettlebell again, try and get a little bit further again. You won't get anywhere near as far as the first time, but just try and get a little bit further. Hold for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then relax back down to the ground. Meet that kettlebell on there and just sit in that position for a moment. Alright, that's the first portion of it done. Alright, so we've done our internal rotation portion. Alright, let's change it around. So the foot's like this. We're going to go to our external rotation. So now we should really feel that lateral side activating as we pull those toes out to find our initial position. Alright, so knee nice and straight, shin facing out to the side. Kettlebell meets the toes there. Alright, knee stays in the same spot. Let's start activating into that kettlebell, pushing medially, feeling those medial hamstrings activating to achieve that. Alright, you get a little bit of adductor working in this as well. We're going to start activating at 20%, 40, 60, 80, and safest, greatest effort and hold. Alright, should be shaking a little bit when you're going at max effort. Again, we hold this until we reach our 30-second hold. Give yourself a little countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then we activate the opposite way. Get that lateral side hamstring to activate as we pull that tibia out to the side, get a little bit further across. Bring the kettlebell in, meet it in that position. Alright, then we go through a second portion of it. So activating into the kettlebell at 20%, 40, 60, 80, and safest, greatest effort and hold. So we want to keep activating, keep putting pressure into that kettlebell, go up to around about your 30-second point. Once you get close to 30 seconds, we go, give yourself a little countdown, 3, 2, 1, and we activate away again, getting those lateral side hamstrings to activate as we try and pull that further across. Make sure the knee doesn't come out as well. Alright, try not to hold it in place, but try and make sure that your body just holds it in place naturally. You can give it a little support if you need to. Hold for about 10 to 15 seconds, place it back down, meet the kettlebell on top of it, relax in that position, let the body normalize that new position, and slowly come out of it. So that's your basic PAILs and rails for tibial rotation. Alright, so we're going medially and laterally to try and strengthen up the rotational capacity of the knee.